Why do you not give me a name?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's somewhat irrelevant.
Okay.
I was just curious as to what it was.
Peppermint Avenue.
Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing. A1 Vacuums and Sewing's live stream. He's just seeing my text today.
Good morning.
Continued fun with shipping on the air filters. I got an email this morning that their scheduled pickup for those air filters yesterday did not happen. The shipper didn't show.
Oh.
So they should go out today. I have tracking numbers, but I mean, they're basically showing that the tracking numbers have been created, not actually
I
picked
still
up.
think they should just make a U-Haul chain from here to there and just bring them
I
home.
mean, there are no trucks available. I got an email from one of my from one of our manufacturers, one of our larger manufacturers, basically said that shipping containers through the end of June cost basically $5,000. So they had a fixed cost, $5,000 to basically lease the shipping container from, wherever it's being shipped to the U.S. And that cost over the last several months has gone up to $23,000.
Oh my God!
So
Do you get to keep it for $23,000? Do you get to keep
I don't
the
know.
container?
I can't imagine that those shipping containers actually cost more than that. But there is a shipping container shortage. That was actually like at one point you couldn't get some Brother machines because they basically were like, we have 0 shipping containers. So I've also had people reaching out asking about bundles. So for anybody that bought a Solaris with a bundle, there are 2 items that Baby Lock does not have right now, and they are Pallet 11 and they are the 5x7 magnetic hoops, the new 5x7 magnetic hoops. So the biggest challenge there is, if you've talked to me about those bundles, those are the 2 pieces of the bundle that I'm like, that's why you want the bundle. I mean, the thread is nice, the luggage is nice, the inspiration guide is nice, but like the 2 things that are most valuable in that bundle are the software and the hoop.
That's
and
a chunk of change.
Yeah, given that they don't have those, they have not shipped those bundles out. So, we haven't forgotten about you, but, I feel like I have a new job, which is like full-time supply chain searcher. So, we haven't forgotten about you, but, this is the kind of thing that we're dealing with right now. So, Jeannie is not here this morning because she's working to get like some of our fabric kits she's decided to make rather than wait for fabric kits to arrive. So she is actually at home trying to get fabric kits done, and given the traffic in the store over the last couple of weeks, it's just not something that we've been able to do with the amount of traffic that we've had in the store. So she will be available this afternoon, but I'm not going to expect her today until noon. Originally, she's like, I'll be there for the live stream. And I'm like, great, just keep Momo at home. That dog is back to his normal self, only now he wields like a 1.5-foot in circumference circle of death. Is what I call it.
Yeah, he did kind of knock a few things off the shelf yesterday.
He just runs around like, and he's getting used to it.
And he swings it.
Yeah, he's getting used to it. And now he realizes that like he has this thing that he can like bump you with. Like this morning, he sat down and tried to scratch behind his ear. And when he realized that he couldn't do it with the cone, he stood up and went and sat next to Kai, like, scratch me. The dog is something else, I tell you.
He is.
He's like having like a 2-year-old, a very coordinated, athletic 2-year-old. I don't think he's ashamed of it. Like, I think he's starting to wear the cone as a badge of honor.
Good morning, everyone.
Like The one thing is he loves his crate and he can't turn around in his crate when he wears the cone. So he like goes into the crate, and then he realizes, and he doesn't know that he can just walk backwards to get out of the crate. So he starts to panic. Like, I'm stuck. I can't get out of here. It's actually quite pathetic and kind of hilarious, but
Jeannie will be here later, Betty.
Yeah, Jeannie will be here around noon. So, it is giveaway day. There's not a ton to talk about today. I'm sure Jeannie would have more to talk about with you. Where did I put my notes window? So, Jeannie had forgotten earlier in the week, if you want to hand the fabric over. So, we did get the Kimberbell. You want to take orange?
I'll take orange.
We did get the Kimberbell Pennants fabric for Halloween.
It's upside down, Patrick. The pendants are upside down.
Well, no, it's just really windy. See, this is why you don't want me to cut your fabric.
But the colors are gorgeous.
Upside down. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So the Pennants fabric is available, and it's up and on the site. So
and this stuff is the new Kimberbell. All the new Kimberbell Halloween fabrics we got are like flying out of the store. So if you think you want some, go shop.
Yeah, so it's on the site, and just as a reminder, like if you shop with us, the easiest thing to do, just because it provides us with a way to track it, is to just make the purchase online. So that way it's done. We can mark it fulfilled. We can put it on the wall. You'll get an email from us. You're not the first person, Donnie, to suggest the inflatable neck pillow.
I found him one yesterday on Amazon that looked like a donut. I thought it was adorable.
I'd have to see if I could get one faster than that, because I think he might be out of the cone in a day or two.
Yeah, the inflatable donut was really cute, though.
So our husky got bitten by a pit bull. And when I say it messed him up, it broke off a part of his jaw that they tried to wire it together, and it didn't take, so it had to be permanently removed. It was like 4 surgeries over a couple of months.
Poor dog.
Yeah, he was 7 months old.
Aww.
And so he literally lived in a cone for like months, for like 6
poor
months.
Baby.
Because like a neck pillow wouldn't work, because he couldn't touch his face, he couldn't eat solid food, he couldn't.
I can't answer that, Stephanie. I don't know anything. I thought those came in prepackaged. The backings for
no, some people got the backing, some people didn't, and
okay.
So I don't. That's Jeannie would have to.
Yeah, you have to wait and
Jeannie
ask
would
Jeannie
have to
that
ask,
question
because we are waiting for backing fabric, and I know she's told a couple of folks that if you wanted to choose a different backing fabric that's available in the store, that we could do that as well. But that's a better question for Jeannie. But Haiku lived in the cone for like 6 months, and he got super used to the cone. It was just like part of his being. But like early on, like he would hit walls, so like all the corners in my house had like chip paint. And it was just funny, like when he would eat, because you'd feed him on the floor, and he'd get so excited, and he knew, like, Momo hasn't figured out with the cone, like if he wants something, he tries to get it and the cone is on it, and then he starts hitting it with his paws. Haiku learned that he had to get the cone over it. So it was funny, because if he was doing something, he'd just like put the cone down, and it was like it was literally just like flat against the floor, and like you just wouldn't be able to even see him. It was, whatever. It was just part of his life at that point. But Momo hopefully he's doing much better. It's almost as if the whole thing didn't happen. He's just acting like his normal self now. Can't even remember what we were talking about. We were talking about stuff that you purchase online. Like,
Yeah.
it is definitely the easiest way for us to track stuff. We did really appreciate what everybody told us about the website, which is awesome. So we're hoping with the new website that we'll be working on this fall that will address a lot of those questions. Further notes, there is an accessory class today from 1 to 4. So if you purchase your machine for us, the Baby Lock Brother accessory class is from 1 to 4 today. If you didn't purchase your machine for us, you can still get into that class. Just call the store. There is a fee. What is it? 21, 27?
Yeah, something around there. 21 probably is closer to
so that is today from 1 to 4. It's not too late to sign up for that.
But there is a supply list. You have to cut some fabric and stuff. So if you want to get in,
strips of fabric, right? Like Jeannie always goes, that one they can get done really fast.
Okay.
But you do want to be ready for it. You just need some fabric to sew on. And then it is Friday giveaway day today. So if anybody new is watching, the way the giveaway works is we ask a question that helps us here in the store try to make the store better for you. You have to answer that question. We've been giving 2 things away. We give away kind of a smaller prize because one of the things that happens, because you have to answer that question, we use a random comment picker. He got neutered, Betty. If you answer the question, you get the primary prize. So when we use that random comment picker, if it picks the person that answers that question first, then you get that prize. This week, we are giving away the Yazi sewing machine feet organizer.
This is really cool, ladies. It has a lot of space in it to put all of your feet. And if you are so inclined, you can even use your Scan and Cut to put the name of your foot on the window so you know where they're at.
With like a sticker or
you can cut out the text.
Gotcha.
Out of the Scan and Cut, and you can put it on. I have one at home that has, so I know if I'm missing a foot, if there's slots open.
Yeah, and there's a pocket in the bottom of this for things like scissors and rotary cutters and the like. So these have been a popular item. This one is fuchsia pink, as I would call it. But so the question of the day today, because we haven't really done a lot recently with sergers, is do you have a serger? And what serger do you have? And what kind of serger classes would you like to see? So that is the question of the day today. Answer the question for your opportunity to win the sewing machine organizer. A1 always makes a comment. And if the random comment picker picks our comment, then we go to YouTube, because we do have people watching on both Facebook and YouTube. We leave this up over the weekend and we pick the winner on Tuesdays. So we know a lot of folks actually pick up over the weekend and watch this, not live. And what's really funny is how many people watch the recordings, but then they interact with it like it's live. Like they start like, "Hey, everybody." They start asking questions.
It's okay. We're glad you're there
anyway.
No.
Well, and I mean, I think that's really what we're finding. Like at one point we were concerned that viewership was down, and what we realized later was not that viewership was down, but people were watching whenever they felt like watching. So
we already have those, don't we?
What's that?
Pam,
she bought an Ovation
Pam,
here.
we already have you already have a Serger 1 class available for the Ovation on Zoom. It's one of our regular courses. What we're asking is in addition.
No, that's perfect.
Is it
that's
perfect?
What she.
Yeah.
She's just answering the question.
Cool.
What she'd like to see.
But if you have a specific class that you would like to see, a specific technique with your serger, you can throw that in too.
Using specialty thread.
Yes.
So, so I don't think we have too much more to cover today. I will give you guys a bigger update on the air filters once I see that those tracking numbers go active, i.e. that the trucks have picked up the units, and then I'll be watching very, very closely. Like, thankfully, we have a slight reprieve. I was on a walk this morning, and it was almost 200 near my house. And it's amazing to me that, like, it's like 3 weeks ago, like 155, I was like, oh, it's so gross outside. I'm not going to go outside. And now it's like 187, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice outside. I'm going to go outside. It's kind of like in the fall when things start getting cooler, and it's like, 68 degrees outside, and you're wearing a sweatshirt. And then in the middle of the winter, it's 68 degrees outside, and you see people wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah. I always love the FedEx and the UPS drivers. It seems like they never don't wear shorts. They have a sweatshirt for winter and a t-shirt for summer.
Those guys are moving, man.
Yeah, they always have shorts on. It's one of the things that delights me about living in Reno. It's that people feel like it's short season all the time. Linda,
was it that you didn't learn how to use your serger, or that? Try it. Is it that you didn't learn how to use your serger properly? Oh, Phyllis, that's awful. So.
Oh, yuck. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's what's coming here.
Yeah, we had that didn't we have one day last week that was like over 300?
we had like 3 days last week that were in the 300s and 400s. But that's what's coming this way, Phyllis. I was watching the air forecast last night, and there was a slight northeast wind event, wind out of the northeast, that kind of blew the smoke out of here, and then the wind stopped. And I was like, maybe that's really good. And then the forecaster was like, what's going to happen is the smoke sits and it fills the valley floor. So it'll fill the valley floor in like Minden, Gardnerville, Carson first, because you guys are actually physically closer to the fire. And then it'll come up this way. And it's actually forecasted to be relatively still for the next couple of days. 499 this morning in Gardnerville.
Oh my gosh, Carolyn, that's awful.
So, you guys need air filters. And so I actually, with the air filters that are coming, it was funny. There was kind of a saga to get them to ship me the 25 air filters that I ordered last week that were supposed to ship on Wednesday, and finally got shipping labels yesterday. But the I actually sat down last night to look at the total numbers, because they would only ship me a certain number of P400s, but I've got 50 some odd filters arriving. And what I've told anybody is, if you want a filter, order one, get in there first, because there's a waiting list. My guess is by the time the P400s arrive, and there's going to be 35, almost 40 P400s arriving, they're probably all going to be gone. The hybrid units will not all be spoken for, but I've got these clean and cool fans coming too. But what I've been telling folks is, if you buy them, if they're pre-bought, you kind of get first crack at them. I do have people that are on the list and that, are going to hold their place in line. But I've also told people I've got enough air filters coming that I should be able to fill everybody's order with some type of air filter. So with that kind of air, you should basically get something, because even if it's 400 something outside, it'll be in the high 100s in your house. One of the things that I thought about doing, and I'll probably do it on Tuesday, depending upon what happens with the air over the weekend, is I changed. You guys remember when I told you that Kai left his window open and the awful air came in the house? Well, so I actually changed his filter in he's using a hybrid H300 in his room. And I changed that filter that weekend. So that weekend was, 3 weeks ago? And so the front of the larger air filters filtration media is either blue or black. So it's tough to see what those filters actually look like. The filters for those H300s are white. And I mean, his filter is like gray. It looks like the filters that come out of the vacuums. So I don't have any in the store today, Michelle. They've all sold out, but I've got like 50 plus purifiers coming next week sometime. So we have 3, but it is cold. So you're obviously using some type of like a filter in a swamp cooler or something. But keep in mind, the actual question was Surgers. What kind of Surger do you have? And what kind of Surger classes would you like? Bonnie, we could certainly get you into... We're getting really close, by the way. Like, I've got a handful of Surgers. Let's just talk about this really fast. So, I've got a handful of the Baby Lock Surgers that are still on national special. So, the Victory through December of last year was on a national special at $14.99. In December, it went to $21.99 or $22.99. I need to figure that out. It went up, basically went to $2,200 something. The Celebrate has remained on national special at $999.99. That goes up, I think, to $1,400 on September 6th. So if you need a Surger, come see me now. Like anybody who's called the store recently about Surgers, I've talked to you about that. It has a heater.
It has no heater.
It just has no heater. Oh, the filter.
Oh. I'm like, what?
So she's got one of the filters that cleans and cools at the same time, I think. So those national specials and those prices are changing on the 6th. I mentioned it yesterday, but I did a special purchase of Baby Lock Crescendos. I was able to get my hands on some of the discontinued machines. When I said something yesterday, I had 2 remaining Crescendos, 2 new unboxed Crescendos. I'm down to 1. So, and it's open. It's my display. But keep in mind, the Crescendo, which is the top of the line machine, I can sell you that machine at a lower price because it was a closeout item than I could sell you a Ballad. There's some very nice features on those new machines, but they're mechanically identical to the old machine. So if you're in the market for a top of the line sewing machine, come see me now. Now's the time to do it. When I sell that last Crescendo, that'll be the last of them. And then we're into the new machines.
Too. Such a sweet machine.
Well, I mean, it's the same. I mean, the 3100 and the Chorus is the same machine mechanically as the Crescendo. There's some very nice new features. There's some very nice new hardware. But you're also going to spend several $100s more. So it is a don't wait scenario. These price increases are real. Like I said, I just got that email. I mean, $5,000 a container to $23,000 container in 4 months. That's what our manufacturers are feeling right now. Those prices are coming at us and you guys too. So you know, come and see us earlier than later is the best idea. So with that in mind, we've got to get going. Thank you very much.
Bye,
Remember
everyone.
to answer the Serger question. We'll pick the winner.
We had someone visiting us from Canada today. I want to say hello. I think from...
was that Anne?
Yes.
And it's Ann Scott, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, she is
Good morning, Ann Scott from Ontario. Thanks for visiting.
So, have a great day. And as Jeannie would say, make something awesome. You normally say...
Please be inspired.
All right. We'll see you ladies on Tuesday. Bye.